We will see in this video a very easy method to insert sound in a web page. But you have to be careful about something. Insert sound in a web page is not insignificant in terms of audience. So I will give you some advices. First, avoid to put a sound loop, because the visitors will want to quickly mute, and this will be unproductive. Second, you have to prepare upstream the sound file with software like Soundbooth or Adobe, for instance, or any other software to be listened in on low quality speakers, because most of the users have only this type of speakers on their PC when they have some. Third, beware on how browsers treat sound files. They do not all react the same. So to unify the treatment, it's advisable to use sound files from a flash player. This will allow to read all sounds and optionally videos from the same flash player. So when we speak about sound, we can distinguish three main categories of sound: ambient sound, sound effects, and podcasts. So in the first case, the files are integrated in the page. In the second and third case, the files are linked. So to realize this work, we first create a web page with Dreamweaver. So that we click here on HTML tab here. So we will click here in the design display here. And then once created, so we will click, for instance, here in the common tab here, and create a textual link. For instance, can write here listen a podcast, for instance. So we select the text here, and we click on the icon link here, and then with the browse button here, so we point to the corresponding MP3 sound file. So here I've got here some sound in this folder, so I select this one, then I click on OK, and second time on OK. Well, then click on OK. Well, you see here that the link is created. Okay, and you can see here in the properties window here the address of the link. Okay, so you save the work here. So so first sound, for instance, or any other name you want, then save. Okay, then we press here F12, and then so we can listen or try to listen the corresponding. Okay, so
sur les pattes d'Albert Londres, carnet de voyage numéro 1. La mort d'Albert Londres.
okay, and here we've got a player here.
Albert Londres, tranquille, ils ne seront pas là.
So,
Ce soir,
well, so you can stop here right now, and then close the window and go back to Dreamweaver. Okay, so the problem is that with this technique the sound is listenable from the sound software usually installed on the PC of your client. So you don't have the control of the appearance of this software if it's not installed, or if no sound player or no sound playback software is installed on the client PC, and then your file cannot be heard by the visitors. So we'll see in the second part of this video how to integrate a sound in an HTML page. So here you can delete if you want, or yes, you can delete the textual link here, and then we click here in the menu here and click on Insert. Then choose here Media, and then Plugin. Okay, so we point to the sound file that we wish listen, and then we click on OK. So we choose here the corresponding sound file, and then OK. Well, so you've got here a little plugin, and we can resize it with the mouse. Okay, that for instance. Okay, well, so you can save the work here, and then press F12. So F12 here, so go back here. So here, so you've got here the same control bar here. So you can hear mute if you want. So here, so you can stop or pause, or go forward, or here, for instance, by clicking here in the control level, or any other plugs here, for instance. Well, so can play, etc. So okay, so there's this video, so we know how to use the plugin. I think so. Close here some things here, so not so important for us. So then can close here and go back here to Dreamweaver. So you can select here and delete if you want. Okay. Now we will see how to integrate a sound in an FLV format. So this format is the format used by the Flash player, and so this file can be read or in by every browser. Okay, so to do this, the first one that you have to use an encoder which converts your file, your MP3 file, to an FLV file. So you can use, for instance, if you have the media encoder software of Adobe, or you can use any other convert software. You can find several on the internet, Well, so let we see here using the media encoder. So you launch the media encoder, then you have had here the add button here to add the corresponding MP3 file. So you select this and then open. Well, here in the format here, so you can choose the different format you want to use. So for us it's the FLV F4V, okay, and then as preset, when we click on the scrolling here, you choose either the FLV same as source for the Flash 7 or Flash 8 version and higher. So you can use the Flash 8 version and higher. Okay, then you will have here in the output file here, so the corresponding output file with the FLV extension here. So this file will be created in the same folder as the source file. So once you're okay, when you agree with this set, so you can start queue here, and then the encoding begins. So you can see that the encoding is running, so that once this encoding is finished, so you will have the FLV file, and then you can use a Flash player to run or listen this file. Okay, Dreamweaver presents some Flash players, but you can find several others on the net. So for instance, you can there is a Dew player. Dew player is a freeware, and so you can use it easily in your website. You have to upload the zip file and then extract the file on your website, and then there are several players, and you can use the players in your website. So it's very easy to use. So we'll see that we have 20 seconds waiting to end the encoding. So it takes about 2 minutes for this kind of MP3 file. Well, okay, so it's finished. Then you can close here the media encoder. Okay, then we can use here the insert tab here in the menu bar. Then choose media, and this one this time, so we click here on FLV. So here you've got a wizard window here, and then you've got first here in the input here, so you can choose either a video with progressing download or streaming. So we will use progressive download, because for the streaming, it requires a special server-side option, and so we haven't any server-side version, so that we choose a progressive download. Okay, well, then as appearance here, so you've got here the corresponding player. First of all, we unclick here, we uncheck here the corresponding box here, and then we detect the size of our file. It has to work sometimes, so well, detect, so well, so insert media flash, so does it work? Why? Well, sorry. Sorry. So here you have to choose the corresponding file. Sorry. So then you click here on the FLV version here of your MP3 file converted to the FLV option here, and here, so you uncheck here the box here, and then detect the size. Okay, so you can see here the corresponding size of this FLV file here. So you can see here that for the appearance of the player here, we've got a minimum width of 140 pixels. So here we can change here the width here. So for instance, we can choose 200 pixels width and for instance 50 pixels height. Okay, so you can see here that you can check here autoplay or not, etc., etc. So if you want, you can click here on autoplay, for instance, and then click on OK. So if you click here on OK, so you've got here the corresponding inserted player. So we can save here the work here and press F12 to see the result on our browser. So, and you can hear here that the video, the player here is running, automatically running. So that here, so you can here pause, for instance, or play, or stop here, or here mute. Okay, so if you mute, so you don't hear any sound as usual. Okay. So we will see here in this video how to create how to insert sound files in a web page.